Hey guys, what is happening? This is Eric Watson here. Another live stream of Rogues Adventures, my social media backlog playthrough group, where I add a bunch of games from my backlogs, schedule them for playing, and then play them, live tweet about them, screen capture, write blog posts, and most recently live stream these games. I started doing last year, and I would like to start doing a little bit more of. Last game we played was Baldur's Gate 2, which I did not live stream at all, and it took me 2 months to play that game, so I'm a bit behind on my live streaming, but I hope to get back in the swing of things. I got a fairly hastily put together, but hopefully decent looking little logo page here with all my relevant information. I am, of course, Eric Watson, PC editor over at Leviathan.com. You can check out my published articles at Leviathan.com/author/RogueWatson. Also, I do a lot of my live streaming over on Leviathan TV, twitch.tv/Leviathan TV. I made honcho for streaming on their official twitch.tv account. You can also find me on Game Informer, Gaming Blog, under Snake Plissken 722, and the music you listen to is the intro and this nice little Rogues Adventure logo, brought to you by a good friend of mine, Ronnie LaCour. You might know him better as Goodman, who is very active on Twitch, and you can find him on Twitter, and his music on Bandcamp. So today we're going to be playing Portal, which I'm ashamed to say that I have actually never played before, even though it's a super, God, I am rusty at this. Even though it is a super short game, and it's beloved by gamers and critics alike, and finally getting a chance to freaking play this game. Excited about it. It's been on the voting rounds before. I do these little bonus rounds at the beginning of different Rogues Adventure seasons, where I just let the people vote for what game I think I should play next. Which I've done like 1 or 2 times a season. This time, instead of doing this, hey, Goodman's on the Twitch. Instead of doing that, I'm just going to add the games that hadn't won previously to the schedule. And that is what I've done, so we're starting with Portal. So let's switch over to that. And I have not played this game at all. I literally just loaded up for the very first time, and I'll be having to remember to take screenshots throughout as well. And normally you can follow along with me as I play at Rogues Adventure on Twitter, but it's an either-or thing. Excuse me, when it comes to live streaming. I'm either going to be live tweeting or live streaming. I'm not obviously going to be trying to do both at the same time. So, and probably I'll be live streaming all of Portal. I think it's only going to take like 2 sessions. So, probably not going to be much on Twitter for that. So, Portal, here we are. This game looks a lot like Half-Life 2's engine, because it is. Valve got a lot of work out of that Source engine, and I'll have to make sure that my logo and webcam are not in the way of anything. Like I said, I haven't even really played this at all, so I'll have to see how it looks. Move stuff out of the way. The nice thing is now I've got a second monitor for live streaming, which is hugely helpful, so certainly a step in the right direction for these things. And actually, I just played Half-Life 2 as part of Rogues Adventures. When was that? That was... Gosh, now I can't remember. It would have been last year. Would have been like last fall or summer that I played Half-Life 2. I think it was kind of the end of summer last year. Which I enjoyed, even though that game is pretty old. Got some good stuff in there. Alright, so let's start with freaking Portal. And hopefully the sound is, like, I kind of tweaked it a little bit, but since I haven't played any of the game, I don't know how loud or off the sound's going to be. So we will see. New game. Looks like we're going to start at Chapter 1, so this is already set up like Half-Life 2. And the UI and all that is like exactly like Half-Life and TF2, which all those games came out together in that was the big orange box, the big famous compilation that had... I had the Half-Life 2 episodes, and then TF2 and Portal. And for whatever reason, when I went to the store, this was back when you bought PC games from stores, by the way, I only bought TF2 because that was the one that my friends were all playing instead of the orange box. I was like, eh, what a fateful mistake that was. And years later, I would play, finally, Half-Life 2, although I actually haven't played the episodes yet. And now, finally playing Portal. How exciting. Expect a lot of these screenshot noise. I think I'm using Raptor as my main screenshot capturing overlay program. Alright. Looks like we are in prison. Space prison. Oh, it's telling me how to move. Yep.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention...
Super loud, by the way. We're gonna turn these things down. That voice is hilarious. It's so iconic now, so hearing it just right now is like, oh yeah, it's that voice.
And the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from Stand back.
Oh dear.
The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Okay. It's me. Yeah. I have like leg brace things. Hello, me. Oh. Alright. I passed the test, bitches. I can go through a portal like nothing. That's a cool way of starting it out. And this is kind of back before they really did these kind of first-person puzzle games, and now they're kind of a dime a dozen. But they're all pretty much based on this. The world's most simple puzzle. I'm not really picking it up so much as gluing it to my cursor.
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the Aperture Science Weighted Storage Cube.
My cube can't follow me. And I actually already played Antechamber as part of last season's Rogues Adventure, which is kind of a modern version of this. Kind of takes it into different directions in terms of having that first-person puzzle and a whole bunch of stuff that just fucks with your sensibilities of physics. 01.
Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super Button.
Super Colliding Super Button. Ah. Stupid wall. Open. Obey me. To the super button.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
How do you get the hell out of here? I'm a lab rat. Loading. Hopefully all the audio's okay.
You're doing very well. Please be advised The irreversible taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grip, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
Oh, Jesus. My gums. They're not supposed to be emancipated from my mouth. That thing is shooting portal holes. Oh, that's probably the gun, isn't it? Come at me, bro. I can take it.
Very good.
Oh.
You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device.
Huzzah!
You can create your own portals. These interdimensional gates have proven to be completely
Now, I am
safe.
the master.
The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances
Oh, this is no fun. Well, shouldn't do something. I don't know what. I didn't actually get any direction of where to go next. Oh, that's crazy. Get the picture within a picture effect. Hey, Jet Edge. It's been a while. Been a while for me to stream, I'll tell you that. I'm gonna try to get back into the swing of streaming. Playing Portal for the very first time. Why are elevators always like hidden loading screens?
Please proceed to the chamber
Grand
lock.
video game trick.
Mind the gap.
God, such a mindfuck. Ha! I've defeated you, Gap. Oh no, slight decline. My only enemy. Hey, there's an office in there. Ah. Can only make... Okay. So that has to be my exit every time? Can I jump that? Wow, I can't jump worth crap, look at that. Why even have a jump? Oh. Oh, that's freaky. There's... Okay. Can I run? Rah! Oh yeah, I can just go out that way, can I?
Well done. Remember,
Why, I would've
the
thought that
Aperture
one.
Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
Sure is. I like how this was the genesis of like the accessible mainstream puzzle game, and that is by basically giving you a gun and putting you in the same first-person shooter type UI setup, but just have that gun be your main
Welcome to
method of
Test
solving
Chamber
puzzles.
4. You're doing quite well.
What was this person's name? Oh. Okay. The cube! The cube! I need a cube!
Once again, excellent work. As part of our required test protocol, we will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
It wouldn't be a science experiment if you weren't monitoring it. You're just gonna tell me you're not monitoring me. Stop playing mind games. GLaDOS, that's right. Thank you, Jet Edge. Forgot if she mentioned that in the beginning. And it's such a ubiquitous thing in like gaming culture now. Like this whole game is really. 2 pressure thingies. You monsters. Can't pick things up. Hello, cube. Alright, good. I don't die by getting between the floor and the wall and the cube. Shot. In cube we trust. Cube's the real winner here. I'm just along for the ride.
As part of a required test protocol,
Thanks, Jet Edge.
our
Good to see you in
previous
the chat.
statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job.
I'm jealous
As
you can
part
download
of
games
a
and
required
watch a
test
stream at the same time.
protocol, we will stop
'cause
enhancing the truth
cannot.
in 3, 2,
Whoa. We'll stop enhancing the truth. I'm playing a whole lot of beta and early access stuff that I guess I could stream some of that as well. But some of it's like games I'm reviewing and I don't feel comfortable streaming those when I'm really looking at a game critically. I only want to play games I'm either having fun with just to play or like these backlog type games.
While safety is one of many
But a lot of the games I'm going to be playing for my
the
backlog
Aperture Science high-energy pellet seem to
soon should be very
the chamber
streamable.
can and has caused permanent disabilities such as vaporization. Please be careful.
I like that style where they're like, that voice is so robotic. It's like, all these terrifying things will happen to you. Alright, so I wasn't paying attention at all. What do I do? Will this thing vaporize me? Oh, just disappears. Okay. Put ball in hole. That's what I'm guessing this means. Screenshot. Don't get hit in face with ball. Ah, yeah. In fact, right where the light is.
Unbelievable. You
Subject name here.
must be the pride of.
Subject hometown here.
Must be the pride of subject hometown. That's right. Dude, Brutal Legend is a fantastic game, Jet Edge. I love that. I carry a big torch for that game. 'Cause a lot of people didn't like it because it does have the whole RTS thing. It's like boss battles and whatnot. But that is a cool mashup genre, and double fine humor, great voice acting, really good story, an amazing metal soundtrack. That is just fantastic.
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety.
Disabled the alarms. Good. Excellent. Why would I be able to see into the offices? Or they just have those blinds open?
Good. Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
Unstationary scaffold. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I gotta drop it down. Excellent. Dot, welcome. Welcome to my little corner of live streaming. Oh, Jedi, I didn't know you were a Brutal Legend connoisseur. You've played much more than I have. Twice on Xbox, once on PS3, and plan to do it again on PC. That's a good question. Like, how many games or how often do people just replay games in general? Like, over and over again like that. Because that is a definite love right there. I mean, I love a lot of games, and I'd like to replay them, but there's so many games out there.
Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark
I
on
almost
your
don't even have a
official
lot of
testing
time to
report,
replay games.
followed by death. Good luck.
Followed by death. Way more processed in the original Portal than it was in Portal 2. Man, I saw Portal 2 was obviously on a huge sale also at the end of the Steam sale, but I think I do want to play it eventually. But at this point, I look at it like, am I going to play it before the next Steam sale? Essentially, it's like getting a haircut with Steam sales. Like, it, you know, there will be another one. It will grow back. Oops. He just keeps bouncing, doesn't he? And I'll probably just have to get it and play it later, I think. That way I'll have enough time to process Portal on its own in a full season and think about it, and then later on play Portal 2, because I feel like if I played them both back to back, they would just kind of run together. Oh no, I gotta get my ass over there. Oh, balls, I can't, okay. It's gonna take a multi-step process. All the shells be jumping. Orange is the new black in here, bitches. My ride. Guessing that water's bad, or just nasty. Either way, I don't want to touch it.
Very impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience.
Hey, Dustdog. Portal 2 is much longer than 1. I'd love to play, because Portal 2 has co-op, right? Me and Goodman need to play that at some point then. I like how the elevators are loading screens, but they don't even try to mask it that well, because the loading thing still comes up and says loading, and the whole screen freezes. Damn you, elevator, you had one job to do. That's to mask the loading screen.
This next test is impossible. Make
Oh.
no attempt to solve it.
What should I do? This is as much a psychological test as it is anything else. I think that's the reason this game was so well loved. I mean, yeah, the Portal concept was really cool, and the puzzle from a first-person point of view, I think, was actually very innovative at the time. But the humor, man, I think that's what really
The
sold this thing.
Enrichment Center apologizes for this clearly broken test chamber.
Clearly. Don't even attempt to solve it. I'm not even sure what my task is. I'm paying too much attention to the chat. Cave Johnson was my favorite part of Portal 2 because the
Once
lines were
again,
to read.
the Enrichment Center offers its most sincere apologies on the occasion
Oh, the co-op
of
is
this
separate from the story?
unsolvable
Okay.
test
So it's like
environment.
playing it again, just differently. They're not impossible. I can do it from there. Hello, QB.
Frankly, this chamber was a mistake. If we were you, we would quit now.
This keeps trying to berate me.
Fantastic. You remain resolute and resourceful in
In
an
an
atmosphere of
extreme
extreme
pessimism.
pessimism.
J.K. Simmons does make everything better. I actually just recently watched the very first Spider-Man movie, the original one, which, by the way, it is fucked up to think that they already rebooted the damn Spider-Man movies. Because that first movie came out when I was in high school, for God's sakes. But he is far and away the best part of that movie. He didn't even come in till like 40 or 50 minutes in. Loading. So is this all still just the first test chamber level?
Hello again. To reiterate, previous momentum.
Something about momentum. Nothing in common with the Portal story, really. Huh. How long is the co-op then? I always assumed that was the actual story, because that was the big advertisement, was those two robots. I guess I actually don't know what Portal 2 is about. Yeah, back on Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man 3 was awful. I've heard that the new Spider-Man movies are not good. I don't know if any of you guys have actually seen them. I have not watched any of them, so I will not pass judgment, but I've heard especially the most recent one they did, the most amazing Spider-Man 2, I guess, was fairly terrible. Straight up. Alright, so I'm guessing if I fall in there, it'll take my inertia and go forward, and that's what this is teaching me. Superfly!
You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not.
Yeah, because you can do the in and out portal, basically. So the weird thing is, I've played games that use this mechanic. I just haven't played Portal. Like in Darksiders, which is a fantastic, basically Zelda-type game. That's incredibly badass. The first one. The second one's good, too. But there's a whole dungeon, and you get a Zelda, you get like a an item Zelda style, for each dungeon, and one of them is literally basically a portal gun, and you use it throughout that whole dungeon. It's very much these kind of puzzles. There's like the main thing is there's lights that like shine. Oh shit! And you have to like refract them and go through all this shit. But it's funny. So I've done a lot of these same puzzles. I just haven't played this actual game yet. And obviously streaming this one put some pressure on me to pay attention. Gelosity. Okay, so there's my enter portal. Yeah, so right now it's just teaching me the concept of portals. And eventually it'll let me make my own like in and out portals as well.
Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
Nauseous, really? Pollo con queso, it's another good friend of mine. A bunch of guys in here that do our usual D&D role-playing live stream on Goodman's stream every Sunday night. Alright, so what just happened? I couldn't actually make it in. I didn't make it as far. Oh, I guess I'm farther now, so I should be able to go. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I can jump down, I assume. Ah, whoa! That was cool. I didn't realize I'd twist in the air. Nice. Speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.